gonna talk about the past, 4 games of the Bucks. I was trying to count how many games that we, did video and stuff like that. So yeah, the last game we did is I think was when I think they beat the Raptors. I could be wrong. So that was the last video. But first game, it was a close one with this one, 100 to 103 with Bucks against the Timberwolves, and like I said, it was a very close game. It's one of those games you can't get upset with, and they kind of tried. So of course this game was this past Sunday. So we're going to try to hurry this up quick. Although this is WFSO Bucks Talk, so this is going to be probably a long one because we got to talk about the last 4 games, including tonight's win of 112 or 103, Bucks over Bulls. So let's see quarter status. Let's see. Bucks was up at one point first quarter, 29 to 23. Then they was up again, 31 to 25. So it's like they had everything going in the first half, and they was leading at one point, but like I said, third quarter, because that seemed like that's every time with them. Like always, the third quarter. It was shown on tonight's game as well. It's just like, what's going on. Like they're not defending the three very well, and that's like one of the issues, and just crazy. So yeah, the lowest that the Bucks have scored 15, the highest they score in the quarter will be 31. Of course, the lowest was the first quarter for Minnesota, and we will get to the fourth quarter. So that would be the highest that the Timberwolves to score in the corner. Like I said, it was a very close game, and Bucks only had like 25 points in the fourth quarter. So it's just like they just got to still pick up the pace in the third quarter and not just like shoot anything. Just like try to play the team game as they were doing, that whole time. So that's just one of the things, they really need to do. Because, okay. Let's go to the game stats. Normally, this will be live, but, unfortunately, I don't have every single of my equipment and stuff here just yet. So, yeah, but we will try to do, WFSO Aftermath Live tomorrow. I will be at the old location. So like I said, majority of the game, first, second, and part of the third, then part of the third, fourth, and it's just up and down. So they had the lead at one point, and it just went bad from there. So like I said, the largest lead the Bucks had was 16. The largest lead the Timberwolves had was 8. 6 times it was tied. The longest run was at 20. Lead changes was 3 times. And I'm glad that the Bucks did very well in rebounding. So that's some good. Assists, they did okay. Although Timberwolves had better assists in that, 28 to 27. Steals, they got to do a little bit better. They only got 6, and Timberwolves only got 10. Blocks is the same thing. They got to do better. 2 to 4. Especially, Miles Turner got to do better. Like, posting in the paint and stuff like that. Just, not nobody get in. So that's an issue. Most turnovers by the Bucks, and like I said, another thing they got to do, they got to really take care of the ball. So, and that's like one of the issues tonight. And they pointed this out like today's before tonight's game happened, that the Bucks really got to calm down when it comes to turnovers, because it's like they just try to see if they can pass it through anybody, and people like know it's like the last second. So 16 turnovers to Timberwolves 10. Field goal shooting is okay, 40% to Timberwolves 42%. 3-point percentage, the one of the worst they did this season with 29% from 3, and Timberwolves they didn't do any better, but they did a little bit better than the Bucks did with 30%. Free throw, like I said, something you do want to see, 85% to 65% from the Timberwolves. Points in the paint, a little bit better. Milwaukee 38, Minnesota 36. Second chance points a little bit better for Milwaukee, 12-10. And fast break points they got to do a little bit better on, but I don't mean they're gonna end up trying to turn the ball over. So 9 to Minnesota 17. So what we're gonna do now? Go to the player stats. I think I went a little bit too far. So we're gonna start with Milwaukee first. With Kyle Kuzma with 12 points, 4 assists, 10 rebounds. So a double for him. 1 offensive rebound, 6 to 8 from the free throw. Attempt 1 3, but didn't make that one. But otherwise, 3 of 5 from the field. Seemed like he didn't get that much like shooting opportunity. Kind of sucks. Bobby Portis with 16 points, 1 steal, 1 assist, 11 rebounds, so double for him. So that's why I like to good going in like when it comes to rebounding. Portis also had 4 offensive rebounds, 2 of 6 from 3, and 7 to 17 from the field. Miles Turner, like I said, gotta be a little bit better in rebounding and stuff. But anyways, 13 points, 4 assists, 5 rebounds with 1 offensive rebounds. Perfect 2-2 from the free throw. 3 of 8 from 3 and 4 of 11 from the field. So he got to do better in the mid range and like scoring in the paint as well. Kevin Porter Jr. I think he led the team. I don't know if he led the game, but I think he led the team with 24 points. And yeah, crazy turnovers with 6. 1 block, 4 steals, which is always good. 9 assists, 10 rebounds, so near triple-double with 2 offensive rebounds. 5 of 6 from the free throw, 3 of 9 from 3, and 8 of 17 from the field. And Jericho Sims, good thing we had to finally talk about him, put him on the board. Now I think he's getting like more comfortable, especially, using the bench movement, and I'm glad Doc is like using him more like they should, because he's a good, one of the good offensive rebounders that we have, and a good rebounder as well. Let's see, 9 points, 1 steal, 2 assists, 6 rebounds with 1 offensive rebounds. Just 1 of 1 from the free throw, 4 of 4 from the field. Yeah, we're not going to talk about Gary Trent Jr. But anyways, Ryan Rollins, 16 points. I believe that's 1 block, 5 assists, 4 rebounds with 1 offensive rebounds. Perfect 2-2 from the free throw. Not good. 3-point shooting, 2 of 6 from 3, and 6 of 14 from the field. Just hoping it wasn't like a last minute thing. They kind of screwed up because. Although I did watch the game, I just can't fully remember. Julius Randle with 12 points. 2 steals, 2 assists, 7 rebounds, 1 offensive rebounds, 4 of 5 from the free throw, 0 2 from 3, and 4 of 9 from the field. Rudy Gobert kind of stepped it up in the second half. 11 points, 1 block, 1 steal, 3 assists, 18 rebounds. So a double for him with 6 offensive rebounds. So like I said, they got to stop the other teams to stop grabbing offensive rebounds. 1 of 4 from the free throw, 5 of 7 from the field. Anthony Edwards, I think it was Rollins that kind of had him on lock like most of the game. So like most of his points, I think it really came from the fourth quarter. 24 points, 1 block, 6 assists, 4 rebounds with 2 offensive rebounds, 8 to 12 from the free throw, 2 11 from 3, and 7 to 24 from the field. Ouch. So I guess they might got Dante DiVincenzo at the starting point guard, so that's kind of shocking. Former Buck, 18 points, 2 steals, 4 assists, 5 rebounds, 4 8 from 3, and 7 to 11 from the field. They should have never got rid of him. And I know we all were saying that they should never got rid of him, but they did anyway. I guess they were trying to get a little better deal. Anyways, from the bench, Naz Reid with 12 points, 1 steal, 2 assists, 6 rebounds, 1 offensive rebounds, 2 8 from 3, and 5 of 12 from the field. Ooh, he had a bad night. Terrence Shannon with 11 points, 1 steal, 3 of 5 from 3, and 4 of 7 from the field. Bones Highland with 9 points, 1 steal, 4 assists, 2 from the free throw, 1 of 5 from 3, and 3 of 7 from the field. And yeah, that's pretty much it. from that one. So once again, final score 103-100. So we gotta go to the schedule and sorry. Let's go to the schedule and we gotta wait a minute. Maybe I can go back. Can I go back? There we go. So we'll just probably do it like that and just go to the next game. Come on, come on. Let's see. We just talked about that game, and now we got the one of the games that they did win on Tuesday. So at least a few days before Christmas, they won this game. So see, they beat the Indiana Pacers 111-94. So and it was a good offensive game too. So not much to complain about that. Sorry, I just need to drink something cold. So, let's say 111-94. We're going to go to the summary, but like I said, it was a good game all around. And although, everybody did play on the, I'm trying to see, Ben Shepard, Obi Toppin was out, Aaron Nesmith, and Isaiah Jackson. Oh, yeah, some of their key players were out. But, we still missing Giannis and Taurean Prince. So, anyway, let's go to the summary. We got to look at the quarter status. So, yeah, this one was kind of like, I wouldn't say fight to the end, but it was a very, good game. Milwaukee won the first quarter, 26 to the lowest that Indiana has scored, 20. Then second quarter, you got the highest that the Bucks has scored, 33 to Pacers 24. Then third quarter, 27 to 24 once again for the Pacers. Then the highest scoring quarter that the Pacers have, and the lowest that the Bucks has scored, 26 Indiana, Milwaukee 25. So, like I said, it was some back and forth runs, and we're going to explain more about that in a second. So let's get to game charts. Well, you might as well just say team status. So we really don't look at shot tendencies or anything like that. So like I said, look, the first quarter, I guess it was like mostly the Pacers. Then I think it was like at that point they called a timeout. Then they just got things rolling. Then it was all Milwaukee ever since, and not looking back on that. Biggest lead for Milwaukee had was 25. Biggest lead Pacers had was 4. 4 times they tied. Longest run was 9, and only one lead change. And that's probably when the Pacers had it first. Then Bucks just I don't know, nowhere just came back. So yeah, that's something. Good rebounding by the Bucks, 48-40. Assists, they should have been a little bit better, but they both tied with 20 apiece. Indiana had more steals, up 1, 6-7. But Bucks with multi-blocks with 7-3. Still, they need to be better, take care of the ball. 15 to Indiana's 12 turnovers. 51 field goal percentage to 41%. So a little bit better than that. And Lucky a little bit better in this too, with 3-point percentage. 33% to 26% from the Pacers. Not bad. Free throw shooting. 71% to Indiana's, I'd say 61%. So yeah. 52 points in the paint, which is way more better. And Indiana's 40. Second chance points, good as well, 18-5. And Indiana got a little bit better in Milwaukee in fast break points, 11-9. So let's go to player status. So I think, okay, the Bucks is first because they were the road team. So I think this is the second game of their 5-game road trip, I believe. So Yeah. Kids just know where I can go with. Kyle Kuzma, 15 points. Yeah, he got to take care of the ball a little bit better. Too many turnovers for 5, and yeah, out of all the things, he got the most turnovers. But 2 blocks, 2 assists, 7 rebounds, not too bad with 2 offensive rebounds. 4 from the free throw, only 1 to 3 from three, but 5 of 12 from the field. Bobby Portis was in the starting lineup. 14 points, 2 assists, 9 rebounds, so near double double. 2 of 2 from the free throw, 0 of 1 from three, but 6 to 12 from the field. So that's not bad. Like I said, now Turner got to get better in rebounding. 10 points, but I do give him credit for the 3 blocks. So good, protecting the paint. 1 assist, 6 rebounds with 1 offensive rebounds. Like I said, he got to stop hanging around, the 3-point line and try to, get some like offensive rebounds. 1 to 2 from the free throw, 1 to 8 from three, and 4 of 14 from the field. So he gotta get better in like mid range and like taking it in. Don't know what's going on. CAJ Green probably don't got it feeling as of yet, but there are. I think the next game after this one, he got it, feeling back. So or rhythm, whatever you want to call it. Kevin Porter Jr. once again led the team with 24 points. Only 1 turnover, so that's good. 3 steals, 5 assists, 6 rebounds with 1 offensive rebounds, 6 of 9 from the free throw, 2 of 3 from three, and 8 of 13 from the field. So he was feeling a little bit better than that last game. From the bench, Ryan Rowland led the bench with 23 points, 1 block, 1 steal, and good. No turnovers. 4 assists, 7 rebounds, not too bad. 1 offensive rebounds, 1 of 3 from the free throw, 2 of 5 from three, and 10 of 15 from the field. So yeah, not too bad. Another good rebounding from Jericho with 7. Let's see, and yeah, that's pretty much yeah, mainly the only person that can score a lot on the bench, and I know everybody else kind of did their part. So not much complaining, but anyways, let's go to the Pacers. They got Benjamin Monteruin. Sorry if I got his last name wrong. 13 points, 1 assist, 6 rebounds, 6 of 6 from the free throw, 1 of 4 from three, and 3 of 10 from the field. So not good shooting night. Not good scoring night for Pascal Siakam because you're thinking like he's leading the team that he probably will score more than that. But anyways, 15 points, 1 steal, 2 assists, 9 rebounds, so near double double. 3 offensive rebounds, 2 of 8 from the free throw, 1 attempt and 1 make of three, and 6 of 10 from the field. You got Jay Huff. I think he's their rookie, or they got him last season. Not sure, but anyways, 9 points, 1 block, 1 steal, 3 assists, 7 rebounds with 2 offensive rebounds. Perfect 2-2 from the free throw, 1 of 5 from three, and 3 of 7 from the field. Yeah, Andrew Emhart had a bad game as well. Anyways, 14 points. Let's see, 1 steal, 6 assists, 3 rebounds, 4 of 6 from the field, 0 of 6 from three, and 5 of 16 from the field. So yeah, bad shooting game. And looks like was it T.J. McConnell was the only person from the bench to score double digits. 16 points, 6 assists, 2 rebounds, 2 from the free throw, but 7 of 9 from the field. So yeah, I'm surprised. Like he made any 3-point attempts. So that's gotta be shocking. Oh, excuse me, and surprising at the same time. So once again, final score 111-94. So the Bucks did win that one. So kind of a good start in a way. So, but we thought at one point they start like a winning streak from this Pacers win. They could have with the Timberwolves, but close game, and they kind of fumbled the game like the last minute. So what more can we say? Speaking of which, they are talking about tonight's game. Let's see. Wolves, Pacers. Now we gotta talk about the horrible game that happened yesterday. So their, you know, first game of the back to back was yesterday. Then of course their second game of back to back was tonight. But let's talk about yesterday's. Yeah, sadly, talk about yesterday's game. Yeah, like I said, in the beginning, they had the lead in the first half, and just second half, it just dropped from there. And it's always, like I said, it's always be that third quarter where they always seem like they just screwing up and like getting too relaxed. So it's like one of those things like you can't have that. You really can't. So let's go to quarter status. Okay, guys. Let's see. Like I said, first quarter, 20, 35 to 25. So the highest they score in the quarter, and I think that's the lowest that Memphis scored in the quarter. The lowest they scored in the quarter for Milwaukee with 15, then Memphis with 35. So, oh wow, I think Memphis probably had the lead at that one point. Then, sorry. Then you got Milwaukee with 33 and Memphis 32. So they try to make it a game in the third quarter. And fourth quarter, yeah, the damage was already been done with Bucks 21 and with fourth quarter for the Memphis 33. So yeah, it was not great. So go with team status and look at that. Like I said, guys, we don't look at the game charts. So okay, so that's what the reason was. They was upset at that dunk that he did. So yeah, we'll kind of get to that in a bit. Like I said, little bit of the first quarter, back and forth, and like I said, first quarter and mostly of the second quarter. Then at this point, probably in the middle of the second quarter, it was all Memphis ever since. So just one thing, the Bucks got to learn, try to keep leads. Biggest lead that the Bucks had was 10. The biggest for Memphis was 21. Not surprised. Times it was tied 4 times. Longest run was 12. Lead changes was 7. Still a little bit better rebounding for the Bucks than a different team, another team. So that's with that 3 games straight so far. They got better rebounding, so that's good. Assists, like I said, they really need to do a little bit better. 20 assists from Memphis and 18 from Milwaukee. Steals, just one down, 11 to 12. Blocks, they still got to be a little bit better. Only 2 blocks to 9. And once again, they need to take care of the ball. 22 turnovers to Memphis 13. Decent field goal shooting, but Memphis was better. 43% for Milwaukee, and Memphis had 51%. 3-point shooting, like not too bad, but could be a little bit better. 36% to 38%. Free throw, like I said, gotta be a little bit better. 81% from Memphis and 75% from Milwaukee. 28 points in the paint, and Memphis with 54. And plus, with their big lineup, not surprised. Second chance points, Milwaukee was a little bit better, 19 to 18. And fast break points, yeah, that is crazy. 13 Milwaukee and Memphis 26. And let's get to player status. Nobody ain't gonna go tomorrow.
Poor Robert.
I'll say they probably went for the last few days. Yeah, we talking about the zoo, because zoo for us is here free through Tuesday.
We got as we're in Racine, we need to go to the Racine Zoo.
Good point. Okay, so let's Milwaukee will be first we talk about. So Oh, okay. I thought it'd be cold tomorrow. Guess not. Well, at least Sunday will be nice. Anyways, Bobby Portis, 15 points, two steals, three assists, 12 rebounds, so double double with five offensive rebounds. It's a good thing we wanted to see. 1 of 5 from three, but 7 of 14 from the field. Kyle Kuzma, 15 points as well. One block, one steal, two assists, 8 rebounds, so near double double. Also had 2 offensive rebounds. 5 of 7 from the free throw, 0 of 2 from three, but 5 of 10 from the field. Miles Turner. Come on, man. But part of it, I do blame Miles Turner, but another part is, Doc Rivers ain't trying to maximize, because they trying to make him play like he's Brook Lopez, and he's not. He's a little bit better and quicker, so they really got to think about that. Anyways, he had 8 points, 1 steal, 1 assist, poorly 3 rebounds with 2 offensive rebounds, perfect 2 of 2 from the free throw, 2 of 6 from 3, and 2 of 11 from the field. They got to have him stay away from the 3-point line. They really do. He ain't got to be there all the time. Kevin Porter Jr., 16 points, but careless turnovers. He had the most with 7, 1 block, 2 steals, 5 assists, 8 rebounds. So near double-double with 1 offensive rebounds. 7 to 9 from the free throw, 1 to 7 from 3, so that's kind of horrible. And 4 of 15 from the field is horrible as well. AJ Green, like I said, at one point, he got his stroke back, so majority of his points were scored in the first half, so he had 20 points, 2 steals, 1 assist, 2 rebounds, both offensive rebounding, so that's good news. 6 of 11 from 3 and 7 to 13 from the field, so I want him to do some mid-range shots too, not just always threes, because you're going to get so much comfortable with the threes, then at one point when you try to score mid-range, you're going to miss. So yeah, he got to be a little bit better than that. That's just me. Now from the bench, you got Ryan Rollins with 15 points, and I'm glad they have him for the backup point guard, have him off the bench. So for bench scoring, especially you got Bobby Porter starting, so why not? So anyways, he had 15 points, 2 steals, 5 assists, 4 rebounds, 3 of 5 from the free throw, 2 of 4 from 3, and 5 of 12 from the field. Gary Harris, not too bad. 8 points, 1 steal, 1 assist, 3 rebounds with 1 offensive rebounds. 1 of 1 from the free throw, 1 of 1 from 3, and 3 of 3 from the free throw. So, not too bad. Okay. Let's see. Oh wow. Their starting 5 was really something. Zach Edey didn't play, so that's different. Anyways, Jaden Wells, 14 points, 1 steal, 3 assists, 2 rebounds, 3 of 4 from the free throw, 3 of 6 from 3, and 4 of 8 from the field. Jaren Jackson Jr., always good numbers. I think he led the team and the game with 24 points, 5 blocks, of course, 1 steal, 1 assist, 9 rebounds, near double-double. Y'all get up here! The dogs just have to know. Every time one of us leave, they always complain. Anyways, 4 of 6 from the free throw, 2 of 6 from 3, 9 to 18 from the field. Sandy Amada, I think I got it right. 12 points, 1 block, 3 assists, 7 rebounds, 1 offensive rebound. Perfect 3 of 3 from the 3, 1 of 5 from 3, and 4 of 10 from the field. Chedrick Kawar, I'm just trying to be correctly, you know what I mean? 15 points, 1 steal, 2 assists, 5 rebounds with 2 offensive rebounds, 2 of 2 from the free throw, 3 of 5 from 3, and 5 of 9 from the field. John Morant, really not a decent night, but he hasn't shooting any threes, so that's kind of surprising. But anyways, 17 points, 1 steal, 10 assists, so double-double, 4 rebounds, 5 of 6 from the free throw, 6 of 11 from the field. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, I'm surprised they didn't have him starting. From the bench, 13 points, 2 steals, 2 assists, 2 rebounds, 1 of 3 from 3, and 6 of 10 from the field. You got Cam Spencer with 19 points. I would say he led the bench. Uh, 1 steal, 5 assists, 5 rebounds, 2 offensive rebounds. Perfect 8 of 8 from the free throw, 3 of 5 from 3, and 4 of 6 from the field. And I think was there one more person you talk about. Well, you got Gigi Jackson with 7 points.
Shift.
Okay, shift.
To
And
the right,
shift.
to the right.
I'm sorry. 7 points, 1 block, 2 steals, 1 assist, 5 rebounds, and there's the wife. 1 of 3 for the free throw, 0 of 3 from 3, and 3 of 8 from the field. So, once again, on a blowout faction, final score 104 to 125. Grizzlies once again beat the Bucks. I think they said this was the 4th consecutive game that the Bucks lost against Memphis. So, I don't know, some things, they got to change. So, now we can get to tonight's game.
Halloween. Like a fat kid at Christmas. I've actually I'm like a fat kid with cake, but I'm a fat woman with cake, so here we are. What?
Just glad like drinking the water.
Have one.
Oh, thank you. Vitamin water. They need to be a sponsor.
What you taste of a new generation.
Okay, anyways, like I said, Bucks did beat the Chicago Bulls 112 to 103.
Can I change the channel?
Oh yeah, you can change the channel.
God bless you.
I was just watching the news, and after that, I was just like, whatever. So let's go to the quarter status. So, like I said, we're trying to do this quick. Majority of the game, it was like Bucks, and the Bulls at time. They was at one point, was coming close to the game, and yeah, like I said, like with lead to the half. I think the closest the Bulls was having, they was like down by 4, and that was like in the half. Let's see. 28 to 26, Chicago and Milwaukee. Milwaukee won the first quarter. Second quarter, 26 to 24. Okay, that's not the lowest, but it's the lowest that the Bucks have scored. This is that second quarter. Third quarter, the highest the Bucks have scored, 31, and I think that's the highest. Yeah, Chicago scored was 30. Fourth quarter, the lowest the Chicago scored, 23 to Milwaukee's 27. Ooh, good catch. Okay, so let's get to the team status. As she rolls the ball while I'm trying to do this.
Give me the ball. Drop. Come here. Sit. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Roll over. That would do.
Well, I said, why not, right?
Yeah.
All right, so. Okay, so it seems like, a little bit of the first quarter, the Bucks, Bulls did lead, and Bucks came back, then Bulls, and like, kind of like back and forth in the first quarter. Like I said, majority of the rest of the game, it was all, Bucks, except for, this part. A little bit of the third quarter, I guess, Bulls did have the lead at one point. Then, like I said, they finally wake up, because it's always be that third quarter, like I'm saying, but. And plus, Giannis did return, and they had to, limit his minutes. So, what more can they do? Largest lead was 15 for the Bucks. Largest lead for Bulls was 7. 2 times they tied. The longest run was 8. And lead changes were 9. So, yeah. There was a lot of lead change.
Okay, that's enough now. It's too late for all that craziness.
Right. Okay, so they're getting the most rebounds out of every team. Streak is over, and they kind of ended that with 4. So, like I said, you got to get a little bit better rebounding. 47 rebounds to Chicago's 52. Assists, they got to be a little bit better, and you only had Giannis with only one assist, so that's not good. 22 to Chicago's 28. Steals, way better. 12 to 5. Block, only one better. Only 3 to 2. And a little bit better in turnovers. Only 10 turnovers by the Bucks and 15 by Chicago. So way better taking care of the ball. Field goal wise, that's 47%, and to Chicago's 42%. 3-point percentage, not too bad with 36 to 34. And wow, free throwing wise, they actually, did better than the other team with Giannis in the lineup. 79% to 75. Okay. Points in the paint, just down a little bit. Chicago was up 48 to 46. Second chance points, both tied, so 13 apiece. So I think, there was some talking to that, they need to take care of the ball and kind of like slow down a little bit. Fast break points, Milwaukee with 10 and Chicago with 21. Now let's get to player status. Okay, Milwaukee will be first. What in the world? They didn't update the scoring? Sorry, so let me refresh this and maybe it'll be updated. So probably something you don't want to see is like, what, nobody scored and the game was over? Like, seriously? Okay, much better. Like I said, AJ Green not in the greatest, but hit the 2 3-pointers when it counted. But like I said, he need to start shooting like some mid-range shots as well. Because you can be good 3-point shooter, but you also got to be a good mid-range shooter as well. Giannis, I think he led the game and the team with 29 points, 1 block, 1 steal, 1 assist. So he got to do better than that. 8 rebounds with 1 offensive rebounds. 8 of 10 from the free throw, which is not too bad. 1 of 3 from 3 and 10 of 15 from the field. Miles Turner, like I said, he got to get a little bit better in rebounding, but everything else he did okay. 13 points, 1 assist, 5 rebounds, 1 offensive rebounds, 3 of 4 from the free throw, 2 of 5 from 3, and 4 of 9 from the field. Kevin Porter Jr. did not have a good game, but he was a near double-double. 8 points, had the most turnovers with only 4. 4 steals, which, defense is always good. 9 assists, 6 rebounds with 1 offensive rebounds. 2 from the free throw, 0 3 from 3, and 3 of 10 from the field. So, yeah, he did not have a good night. But except for defense and, assists. Ryan Rollins went 20 points. I'm surprised, they did this lineup again, but they saying that it's a little bit better. But both guys gonna get more minutes because they probably gonna have them taking turns playing the point. So kind of makes sense. Like I said, 20 points, 1 block, 2 steals, 5 assists, 7 rebounds, 2 offensive rebounds, 1 of 2 from the free throw, 5 of 9 from 3, so not too bad for Ryan Rollins, and 7 of 12 from the field, so he did good. Now we got 2 guys they went with a 9-man. I don't know why they went with a 9-man lineup. I really don't get that. Anyways, but 2 of the bench players did made up for it. You have Kyle Kuzma, 12 points, 1 block, 4 assists, 2 rebounds, 4 4 from the free throws, which is good. 0 2 from 3, but 4 10 from the field. Bobby Portis led the bench with 17 points, 2 steals, 1 assist, 11 rebounds, so a double-double for him with 4 offensive rebounds. And that's one thing it's good to see. 1 of 2 from the free throw, 2 of 3 from 3, and 7 of 16 from the field. So, and plus, good thing with Jericho Sims with rebounding as well. Now, let's go to Chicago. Ajay Okoro, 10 points, 2 assists, 4 rebounds, 2 offensive rebounds, 1 of 2 from the free throw, 1 of 1 from 3, and 4 of 8 from the field. Matthew Burris didn't do too well. Looked like he didn't play enough. 8 points, 1 steal, 2 assists, 3 rebounds, or 1 offensive rebounds, 3 of 4 from the free throw, 1 of 3 from 3, and 2 of 5 from the field. Nikola Vucevic is was tied leading the team with 16 points, 1 block, 1 steal, 1 assist, 7 rebounds, 2 offensive rebounds, 2 of 4 from 3, and 7 of 14 from the field. Kobe White also, led the team, 16 points, 1 assist, 2 rebounds, 0 of 1 from the free throw, 4 of 8 from 3, and 6 of 12 from the free. Josh Giddey didn't do too well in shooting, but he had a near triple-double, 13 points, 9 assists, 7 rebounds with 1 offensive rebounds. Perfect 4 of 4 from the free throw, 1 of 3 from 3, and 4 of 10 from the field. From the bench, a couple of good players was in double digits. Zach Collins with 10 points, 2 assists, 10 rebounds, so double-double for him with 4 offensive rebounds, 0 of 1 from the free throw, 0 of 1 from 3, and 5 of 9 from the field. It seems like they didn't play him that much either. 11 points, 2 steals, 2 rebounds, perfect 3 of 3 from the free throw, 0 of 3 from 3, and 4 of 10 from the field. So, once again, final score 112 to 103. So hopefully, they come up with a winning streak, especially who they got on Monday, which is Charlotte. So that's their final road game of the, I would say, for the year so far. So it's almost the new year. So so what we're gonna do? We're gonna go over standings, and we're gonna look for go to stats as well. So.
Carry on. Wifey's just looking to get comfortable because wifey very tired.
I don't know. Just trying to get some stuff out the way.
But are you?
Like, are you? Are you really?
Are you really? If you see my legs coming over people, there's nothing sexual about it.
Or is it?
I am not sexual chocolate. That's you.
Sexual vanilla.
Sexual vanilla.
The other vanilla.
I'm about as sexual as a turd on ice.
Anyways, you got the Pistons up 24-7 on best record in the East. Then you got the Knicks, and somehow Boston, came back with third. Orlando in fourth, which they're tied with Toronto, so not shockingly. Philadelphia, like I said, the most surprising team with 6. Miami was 7, and Cleveland, surprisingly, like I said, they down there with 8th. 9th Chicago, and 10th Atlanta, and Milwaukee just need to get that win better, so maybe they can get past Atlanta to be in the play-in at least for now. But you got by the trade deadline for something good to happen. Then you got Charlotte, then you got Brooklyn, and you got Washington. Well, then you got the Pacers with the worst record of the East. Could be worst record in the NBA. Yeah, they do. So they probably will land the Pacers with the first pick. So possibly, but then again, you know how the draft works. Then you got the West, the Thunder, best record in the NBA. Then you got the Spurs. Wow, I didn't know they were that good. Denver in 3rd, Houston in 4th, Lakers in 5th, Timberwolves in 6th, Phoenix in 7th, and the Warriors in 8th. And wow, I didn't think Memphis was that close. 9th, and Portland's in 10th. I knew Portland was close, but wow. Yeah, Utah, kind of surprising. They're kind of tied with 10th with Portland, so it'll be a big surprise and they'd be in the play-in. We probably would need that so we can keep that second round draft pick. So we just got to hope for that Utah do better. Dallas, they a little bit of a slump, especially they had Anthony Davis back on Christmas Day. Then I think it was second quarter into the game. I'm not sure, but I know suddenly he out again with an injury. So just curse for them everywhere. Clippers with a 3-game winning streak, which I'm surprised, But then again, Zubac is out and they're having Lopez in there. And I think one game he had he made, was like 9 3-pointers or something like that, or 6. So career high for Brooks. So just couldn't do that here, so sadly. Then you got Sacramento and you got the Pelicans. Yikes. I don't think you're gonna see any of them like with like anybody in the Bucks with like points a game and all that other stuff. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, these yesterday's leaders. So don't even have to look for any of them. Let's go with season leaders. So yeah, basically no Bucks in the category. Not even steals and field goal. Nope. Oh yeah, okay. So that's interesting. Yeah, AJ Green dropped from there, and I thought he'd be up there because the games he missed. That's probably why. But Bobby Portis, 5th in 3-point percentage, so that's a good one. Let's see. Most of her no. Right there, the highest of 3-point percentage. You still got the Bucks that's in third with nearly like 40% from 3. So that's one good team thing. So let's see. Okay, now these are team status. So let's look at that. Bucks nowhere in the top 5 for points, rebounds, and assists. Not in blocks. I thought they'd be up there in steals, but hey, field goal percentage, they're number 5 with nearly 49%. 3-pointers made, they're number 3. 3-point percentage, of course, number 3. Oh wow, okay. 9 free throw percentage, so not even shocked. But anyways, guys, that's it. We were gonna do like a trade machine, but I'm gonna say that for Aftermath tomorrow. So if y'all got any suggestions, what trade scenarios I should try, but because there are a few of them out there, which I think is very insane, and you got all these insiders thinking, they should trade, Giannis for, much of nothing. And
trade Coach Bud.
You mean Doc?
No, Coach Bud. Because he's as bad as him right now.
Coach Bud can stay where he's at. Not unqualified for any job, period. So, Bud can stay where he's at. Sitting at home. But, anyways, guys, that'll be it for us. Please, check out the channel. Please like and subscribe. Try and get to 1,000 subscribers. Hopefully, we can get there to 1 point and, start getting to 1,000. We'll start doing giveaways. So, I know y'all like some free stuff. So, hey, support the channel. Also, check out the website, WrestlingFansSpeakOut.weebly.com. Upcoming events and all that good stuff. Thank our sponsors, Midwest Wrestling Collectibles and Great Scott Sports Cars. Check them out on Facebook, and they got websites out as well. You can check that on our sponsor page. Also, don't forget we're proud sponsors of Maddie's Mary, Slammer Championship Wrestling, and Legacy Pro Wrestling. So all that information is on our website, and also check out Maddie's Mary, Maddie'sMary.org. And I think that's pretty much it. So man up, woman up, face up, checking on mental health. Until the next video, and hopefully 2026 for you guys will be a good year. Like we're hoping, yes, as we hoping it'll be good for us. So, see you later.